What's up, guys? Welcome to No Star Power. This is your boy Ben Ball, and I've got a homie here today. Okay, normally it's just me doing these pancakes, but I've got my friend Devin here. You might actually recognize from having been in some of the stuff I've made. What have you been in that we did? Anxiety Boys.
I was in Anxiety Boys briefly.
Oh, fuck!
Hey!
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
Hey, look at me. You swearing?
What?
You swearing on this ranch?
I'm the director in Happy Sad Time for a brief skit.
But we cut that out.
Oh, the whole thing.
That's part of
the
it.
whole thing got cut.
Yeah.
So I ended up on
No,
the
it didn't. Never mind. Yeah, you're
cutting room
you're-
floor.
you-
I think I'm in for like a half second.
You have a better part in the long extended version.
What are you doing?
I'm putting on a show. What are you doing?
I'm the director for a production.
Okay, we have the space from 11 to 6.
We have the space from before that.
I
Who'd
have
you
the
talk
email.
to? Who did you talk
Jan,
to?
I
Jan?
think. Yeah, Jan.
Jan passed away at a killer bee farm last night.
What the Okay, well,
You
I'm
needed
supposed
to speak to Tomothy.
Okay, Ben, we're gonna have to. Oh, Jesus
What's he doing?
Christ!
What's
Ben,
no.
Ben, relax, guys, relax. Calm down. All right. We're cutting it. We're
Here's
cutting
what I've
it.
done. Here's what
Anyway, this is Devin. He's a funny guy, great guy. I wanted to have him on because he's very funny. And I want to get something on the table right now, okay? And I think you probably know what I'm going to say. We have a couple sketches that we've shot. And I've decided for whatever reason
They're just
they're not on the
they're
channel.
not to be released.
One of them. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna put it out there and then immediately defend myself and not let you talk. I'm gonna say my part and then you can talk.
Okay.
Okay, because this is my show. What happened was the first one we made a long time ago. Okay, and the thing is, for me, I was like, I have lip frosted tips. I'm in like a weird headspace. I just come back from Vancouver, and when I watch it, I was just like uncomfortable with my performance. It was totally all me. And then okay, so that was the main one, but I still think we want to release that one.
Oh, we gotta release that one.
You know,
We're right at the finish line.
I'm just gonna release it. I don't know why. I just overthought. I was just in a weird space with that one for some reason. Then the second one though is so funny, but it's just a bit fucked up.
I think it's
just
good to go.
You
Send
think
it
that?
out.
Do you disagree
Send
with
it
me on
out.
that one?
I think it's fine, and if anything, I'm getting the blowback on that.
No, true. Yes,
You're
it's
reacting
true.
in a very realistic manner
And fair
so
way.
that
You might
it
wanna
does
lean
not
into
it does not discredit your
Character in general.
Me, it
You
just
do go pretty weird in it.
yeah, but at the same time, I think it's acceptable. I mean, if you take everything I'm saying in a literal way, it's fine. I was just kind of, except for the part.
No, if you took it in a literal way,
well,
you'd be
except
going
for the
to
part
prison.
where I was going to be murdered. Listen,
Oh,
am
see
I
what you're
proud of
saying.
it?
Yeah.
No.
Dude,
Should we release it?
you think so? Okay, fine. All right. So we've got 2 sketches backed up that we worked, and it's
I'm
dude.
backed
It is
up,
a.
I'll tell you that.
I just want you to know this. It's a coincidence that you just so happen to be in the 2 only unreleased sketches I've ever shot. That's not true. I have a few others that have been unreleased, but that was a coincidence. One of them was a weird headspace I was in.
Right.
I was uncomfortable with it, and the second one we improvised the bit. And after I was like, that was so dark and weird, and it was just starting the channel.
Right.
But I'm gonna make it. I think we should just put them together and release them. What do you think?
I'll just go to my side of things for that.
Okay.
Because you said I'd have an opportunity.
Oh, right. Yeah,
I
you
walked
can talk
away
now.
from both of these experiences so excited. I was like, listen, Mom, this might be it. This might be the one.
You told your mother.
I told my mom on my
No, you
way
didn't.
to and
Shut
from recording. My brother saw a rough cut. He was so excited
Oh,
to see it.
bro, which one?
The
first one?
The first one. He
Okay.
was so excited. He was like, dude, that's good. And I was like, all right.
It's my fault. It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
And there's so many other people involved.
Don't you? Do you feel like I'm?
My
I
roommate's
know.
involved in that.
Was
He was excited
disappointed?
to see.
Was he disappointed?
He was excited when I was editing it, but
And then when you told him, I didn't. Want
I
to
just
put it
didn't
out.
really tell him. He's
You
just
didn't
he's
tell
still
him.
waiting.
Okay.
And then our good
Okay,
friend
okay.
and camera person on that one, Sam.
Yes,
I mean,
Sam is great.
he
I
would
love Sam.
lo-
Sam
he would
Gamber's
love
the
to see
best,
that put
man.
out.
I
He would
know.
love to see
He
that
would.
put out. And
Okay,
he has
then
a-
I should
a
just
quick
get
little
over it. Oh,
cameo,
how
quick
selfish of
little
me. I should just do
cameo.
it. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be the next one.
Wow.
It's gonna be the next
Wow.
sketch. Okay.
By the time this is out.
This will be no. This is coming out Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
The next sketch it comes out Thursday. I
No,
promise
we're
you.
holding him
I
to it here,
promise you.
folks. We're holding him to it.
Okay, hold me to that. Okay, so we got over that. Here's the deal. we're gonna react to something for you today because we wanted to spice this up. I just want to make this. We want to make this podcast a little fun for the listeners, the people who are listening right now. We're gonna be watching a visual representation, or a presentation rather. It's an old episode of. All right, here's the problem. So we just cut, and it's been an hour since we last recorded. We now have seltzers, and probably about a year off of our lives as well. Mm-hmm. Because what we tried to do is, and we're gonna be vulnerable about this. Okay, you can see behind us. There is a graveyard of attempted audio systems to try and set up a nice video for you guys. I'm not going to tell you what it is because we're still going to do it next week. But it was going to be a reaction video, and I think we even mentioned that already. But it's not going to happen, and it took me a lot of humility to accept that.
I talked him off of the ledge.
He did. He's in a better mood than I am, and he was able to go, listen, man, it's all good, you know? And I was like, well, I have nothing to fall back on. After you leave, I'm going to be totally alone. So I really wanted this video as something I could work on and put out into the world. And now it's just going to be a regular podcast, which is okay.
I'm taking this as a personal attack that just me being here isn't enough.
Yeah.
For them.
Just you being here is so much more than enough that I think. But you don't even realize
this is like
what?
If this is caught with the earlier footage, you could run it back. The smile on your face versus right now, you're not happy that this is happening.
I want you to know how special you are. You have a very intriguing personality and a very funny comedic voice.
Okay.
And that's why I brought you on today.
Okay.
And just because we can't do a reaction video does not mean that this is a disaster. It's just that I do this thing, like I hope a lot of people do, where I commit so deeply to an idea. And then if it fails, I get quiet. And then I just don't. And you're the only reason why I'm still talking and I'm not like this, like sitting here silently or going, fuck, and like tripping out about something else, is because you're here.
Right.
And it's because I don't want to embarrass myself in front of you. But normally I'd be like very, very upset about this. And now we're not even looking at anything. We're just looking at GarageBand, recording our audio.
And honestly, the waveforms are a little small.
And I'm concerned that once again, the audio is wrong. Thank you guys for joining us. Listen, I want to say, I really appreciate all the new people because I know that I just released that video with Joel Haver, which was so fun to make, and it took me a little while to cut it together. There was a bit of a break there, but all the new people have joined on. Thank you for joining me. Everyone who's still around, I love you, and thank you for following my things, and thank you for continuing to watch. So this is the deal. This podcast, it's called No Star Power. It comes out every Tuesday, and today, as I've already said, I'm adding Devin Calow to the mix. Because he's always been in my stuff. He's always one of those like funny guys I gotta call on when I have like a good role for him. I always call on him, and I figured we'd probably have good banter if we just sat and talked about stuff.
Great banter.
Yeah.
I think we went to a house party recently, or a Halloween party, and we just did a bit in the kitchen for
what?
And we had an ongoing bit of being enemies.
Oh god, yeah.
That started at the beer pong table, and it just carried on for the rest of the night, including the Uber ride home when I was like, "Hey man, we're out of the party now. You can drop that."
And I went, yeah.
And you were just like,
I was just giving you that it was that kind of stuff. It was like,
it was literally, I had already confirmed our Uber pool, and I was like, hey man, mind accepting that?
And what did I say?
The bit just turned into you being like,
no, thank you.
Use your words here. You're giving me a face like you're not going to join in. I'm
Yeah,
paying for your ride home.
Yeah, right.
And you did pay me.
It's just usually, when people are just like nice to me, I usually treat them with respect. But you just tend to, oftentimes you put on this character. It feels like you're putting up a wall or something, and it's okay. Like, you don't have to be a different person when you're around me. You can just be like yourself, right? Because I'll accept you for who you are.
Would it break you down to know that this is the realest version of me?
This is the realest version of you right now?
You get it at face value.
Well, I have to say, I'm extremely happy to hear that because I really love who you're being right now and how you present yourself.
And I hate it myself. So
okay, that's
tough.
okay. Well, that makes two of us.
They hate me?
That makes
Right.
two. No, yeah. Actually, that would have been a pretty good roast, but that's not what I meant.
Damn. I'll just establish some ground rules.
Yeah.
I just want the listeners,
God.
the viewers to know I'm 1 foot out of this door at any point. So if anything irks me, if this turns into some sort of gotcha piece,
Oh, okay.
if this turns into some sort of smear campaign,
Okay.
I'm gone.
Okay.
I have a team of lawyers downstairs.
Okay. He's not lying. There's a team of men in suits downstairs. They're currently.
My dad and his friend.
Is your dad? That's your dad?
That's my dad.
I mean, you did pull up in a full-size minivan, like a family minivan.
A team of lawyers. That's
2004
actually my
Ram.
mom. Mom is one of the guys.
This is one of the guys.
She's wearing a wig. She's wearing a wig.
Is your parents are downstairs?
My mom and my dad are downstairs,
that's-
and
Keeping an eye on me.
well, I have bugged it. My phone is recording.
Okay.
Well, I'm just on phone call with them.
Wait, they're
They're
listening
on
to
mute.
this
They're
right
listening
now?
To this right now.
Oh
Just
my
making
God.
sure everything's going well for me. They care for me.
Well, you know what? They are probably they're going to hear this now. They're going to hear something. They're going to hear this. Fuck you.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just if I have my shoes on, or if I have my shoes in this room, I'd be throwing them on.
Oh, really?
That's the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
step.
Dude, this is turning into a shitty sleepover energy. You know, when you're a kid, this is a bit I've been doing on stage.
Yeah.
I've been back. I've been doing stand up. I didn't tell you that.
And how's it going?
I've done 2 sets in the last
Two
week
sets?
and a half. Yeah, which isn't much, but I'm trying, getting
And
back into it.
We're getting some bits working. Or
Yeah, we're getting some bits that are working. I actually my first set went really well. It was
any
like
heckling?
No, not yet, but I'm doing a show called The Danger Room this Sunday. I'm doing 2 sets in the same night.
Yeah, yeah.
And the concept of The Danger Room is booing and heckling is encouraged.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna have are the comedians that are part of it part of the heckling, at least?
Probably. Yeah,
Or is
I
it
would
just
imagine.
gonna be some guy who's like, hey, watch this. I'm a big guy
Like from the audience?
from the audience.
Probably most. You know what? I would imagine it's a very fun place to get drunk and like heckle people. Like, you know what I mean? So I think that's part of it is like it's fun for the audience. So I would imagine. I heard from a couple comics from my second open mic I went to
Yep.
that it's one of the best rooms in the city. We live in Toronto. And yeah, they say the Danger Room's great.
Is that what the venue's called?
No, it's a show. The venue's called the Corner Comedy Club
Okay.
or something.
Plug in the corner.
Plug in the counter. If you
Is
live
that
in Toronto.
now? Is that anything like Corner Gas? Because I
Corner Gas.
hate that program.
Corner Gas. I actually, you know what? I haven't even really seen it.
Good.
It's like why you really
It's
hate it?
so bad.
Is it what like
And it
OG
came back
Corner
in
Gas or the animation?
Oh, any
Just all of
fucking
it.
Corner Gas.
But what about Brent Butt? What if
It's
he's listening?
so unfun. Brent Butt, you've got the
No,
bit.
don't
Now,
say
hold
it.
on.
Don't be controversial.
Ben Ball and I share this sentiment. I'm going to speak
No,
for him, and I'm going to
no.
speak for his brand. I'm going to speak for the podcast.
Don't,
You're an enemy here. You are not welcome here.
Brent Butt,
You're
listen.
not funny to me.
Brent.
In fact, you make me think bad thoughts.
Fuck, Brent.
What my psychologist calls bad thoughts.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put them in a journal.
Bad like
They
big
say
bad thoughts. Are
big
they called?
bad thoughts.
That's
This is a
another big
term
bad
that they're
thought.
using. I didn't call them that.
You are a fucking menace
They
to
said
society.
take
The fact
those
that you're doing
big
this
bad
right now.
thoughts, write them in a journal, burn them. And that's okay for listeners. He's on his phone. He doesn't give a shit.
Yo, okay. I want to get something straight. Okay, I want to get something straight. This is my show.
I don't feel like it is.
Okay, so
this
I
point.
get to lay out the topic of conversation. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen next. Okay,
I'm ready to go. I'm waiting for this thing to start.
I am
still.
gonna. This show is called No Star Power for a reason. Stop doing that while I'm talking. Did you see some actual frustration come out there? Like I was totally
Yeah,
doing a
and I
bit, and then I
stopped.
actually got frustrated a little bit, and I stopped myself.
Because I don't want to get in trouble.
It's okay. You're not getting in trouble with me. Okay, as long as you stay in line. Excuse me. I think the whole reaction video failure is really throwing me off. Here's the deal, okay? No star power. It's called no star power, okay? Because, for those of you who are just hearing this, because there was a show, okay, called Anxiety Boys
Yep.
that me and my friends, Devin being one of them, put together. Okay, it's a web series.
Yep.
And it's 6 episodes, and it's over on Haunted Wi-Fi, which is like a sketch comedy troupe channel that I put together with Ben and Andrew. Ben Christensen and Andrew Hurt. And we made a show called Anxiety Boys, and Devin's in it. And basically, this show is called No Star Power because that show, we pitched it across the states. Like I got this deal with this like production company that wanted to help me pitch it, and nobody even met with us to talk about it, which is fine, you know. And I've heard that's a thing, but the main reason they were listen, you know, like total like you know, like executive energy kind of talking was like, you know, it's good, man. What you got is good, and you just got to keep chugging along. We got a bit unlucky on this one, and it's mainly because we needed some more star power. We need some more star power. I was like, what does that mean? They're like, well, that means that there's no celebrities in it. Like, there's anybody knows in it. And in my head, I was like, first of all, that's fucking disgusting. First of all, I'm trying to finish telling this very important story. That's like the crux of the whole thing. Now it's on purpose. I can tell that one didn't slip out. That was on purpose.
That was a push-up.
And I'm not inhaling through my nose because I do not want to smell that shit. Oh, you fucking... What do you think this is? What do you think this is, huh?
Sorry, man. Go ahead.
God fucking damn it. Anyway, so it's called No Star Power because of that. Because I thought it was funny, even though, you know, the people in this show, I think are stars. And I'm not just being a participation ribbon type motherfucker. But I really I think it has so much potential, the show, because of everybody involved. But I thought it was so funny because I'm like the main character in it with Andrew, that like they're basically roasting us and saying like, it's got no star power, right. But that means, you know, but they really think of it as like this, no, that's how the industry works. But I was just like, that's so funny. And then I was like talking to my friend's mom, and she was like, just name your next project No Star Power. I was like, damn, that's a good idea. So I didn't even come up with the name, but that's why it's called that. Anyway, I wanted to get to this point. Do you have any experiences where, give me your biggest creative failure?
Biggest creative failure.
Put yourself on the line here.
Ooh, boy. Personally, I think my biggest failure is my just constant trying to start my music. And this is not even a bit. I'm trying to be a musician of some sort. I've been doing that since high school, and every time we pick it up, it just goes on the shelf, and we don't finish it. Mm-hmm. We're in the midst of trying to. We're really close this time. So
can I stop you for a second? Mm-hmm. Sorry to interrupt, but you're using the term we. Is that like a therapy thing?
Sorry, no, it's me and my good friend. It started with, let me take you through it.
Yeah, go.
Me and like 5 guys.
Okay.
Turned into like, the next time we tried it, like me and 4 of them. And
okay.
People are just walking out of my life. People walk out of my life. Let's if this is
at a high rate.
Yeah. People at a high clip. I am shown the exit sign is flashing apparently. Okay. Anyway, so one at a time. People are dropping out. People don't want to play music anymore. People don't want to talk to me anymore.
Okay. Yes, I hear you.
Friend group split, fractures.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of division these days. So I'm down to the one last person in this group. One person.
But the good news is it's someone who actually knows what they're doing and basically can fill the role of everybody else.
Kind of wear a lot of hats.
He can wear all the hats if he had to, including my own hat. I'm just kind of there to sing, and I think he's better than me at that. So I'm just trying to.
So what do you do? What part are you?
What part am I
in his project?
In his project, I'm not in it.
Oh, you're not.
That's
okay,
his
so
solo
he's got
project.
his own thing.
He's taken me on as his, other band, where he's just nice enough to just do everything. I'm like, hey man, it's been months. Can I get a new mix so I can listen to this Google Drive? And I got one recently. So you know what? He's still involved. It made me feel good. Good.
It's okay.
It's okay.
My laptop just slept. It's okay. We're at PTSD from trying
to
long story short,
a lot of failures.
Yeah.
A lot of failures.
Yeah, okay. With music, though. That's interesting. You know what? I knew you played music. And for the record, I really like your covers. You really put yourself out there. Very vulnerable person.
Devin Calow on Instagram. That's DEVINCAL.
I'm going to put it in the description. You don't need to. He's going to wait until I finish talking to continue because he doesn't.
So it was actually CALOW on that. So Devin Calow.
Wow.
Pronounced Calow, CALW. You can find it on my story highlights there. If I can pitch any projects I'm doing. My story highlights are where it's at right now.
Okay. Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's
so
good
a lot
stuff.
of failures there.
Yeah.
In terms of creative failures in general.
Yeah. I mean, that was a failure.
Every
I mean,
day.
just all
Every
the time.
day.
Every day, all
We're
the time.
not looking great every day.
No way. Just rough.
Wake
rough
up
all the
late.
time.
That's a failure.
Wake up late. That's a big fail. Big
didn't
fail.
get too much work done today. That's a bit of a
Big
failure.
failure, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. It's failures left and right. Are you one who believes that failure is a good thing? Like, do you embrace
in theory,
failure?
I do. In a conversation like this, I would,
Yes.
but I have a hard time accepting
that in real life.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too. I think fucking everybody. Only you know who embraces failure? People who are successful.
Oh yeah.
That's who people.
Well,
those are the people.
I think that if I had like my big break,
Yeah.
or like I just popped off one day, like that would be like,
yeah.
I'd be like, yeah. In hindsight, now all
It's
those
like, boom,
failures,
all those failures got me to where I
got me
am
where-
today.
But like, if it was the other side of it, and I just decide I'm gonna quit, not necessarily my life, like
Yeah.
kill myself.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily.
People refer to
Not
that as
necessarily.
quitting.
Not necessarily.
I'm just
that.
gonna
I'm not
quit.
taking. I'm not
I'm
taking it
gonna
off the
quit,
table. I'm
dude.
not gonna call it quits just yet.
Oh my God.
But
Yeah,
in
right.
terms of
Mhm. I hope
professionally
not.
and trying to creative, I would not have the same sentiment if I
Yeah.
ended up successful about failures, and I would just be miserable that nothing succeeded in my life.
Right.
And that's
True.
kind of where I'm getting to.
God, it's such a great. It's true,
Kind of where
eh?
I'm getting to.
No, because you're right. If you do
Yeah.
get devastated by failures,
Oh, yeah.
your life can become a fucking tragedy, bro.
buddy.
And I only laugh because I have this threshold of when things are so fucked up and dark.
Yeah.
I laugh every time,
Yeah. Oh.
and
I'm right
it's
there.
gotten me in a lot of trouble
It's
before.
a defense mechanism for me.
Same.
God, humor. So humor,
Yeah, it's the only way.
it just gives me that a little feeling, just for a second, to escape that
That everything's gonna be okay.
that overwhelming feeling.
Of dread.
Gosh, yeah, I'd love to do stand up, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd start in the danger zone or whatever the hell.
Well, you should start coming out with me. We should.
Yeah.
Don't.
It's an Archer bit on FX if you guys want to watch Archer.
Why
I've
are you
really-
plugging somebody else's show that
wouldn't
everyone
mind.
knows
I
about?
wouldn't mind being in it. I still think I have a chance.
I
to
think
take
you
over
could
the
definitely be in
mother.
it
I
one
could be
day, but you
Mallory
think
Archer.
this
Well, she's
podcast
no
is
longer
gonna
with
be
us,
from
so
that?
I think this would be a great opportunity for
she
me.
passed away.
She passed away from Arrested Development. Jessica Walter.
Oh, she did. Yeah,
She passed
I heard
away.
about that. Oh, she plays the mother. Damn.
Plays the mom.
She seemed like yeah. Oh, the poor lady. Did she probably smoked, right?
I think she just naturally died in her sleep. They said
Jesus,
she was
really?
like 80s.
Oh, she didn't seem that
80s,
old.
late 80s. She was getting there.
Okay,
A real treat, Jessica Walter.
so why don't we talk about ambition, what we want to do? Okay, so you're saying you want to be a musician.
That'd be nice.
What's the year more specifically? Okay, because I wish I'd written, because I didn't know we'd be doing an interview today, but I want to ask you some questions because I want people to get
Let's
to know
go.
you, and I want to get to know you.
Let's go.
What is it with comedians wanting to be actors, or sorry, comedians wanting to be musicians and musicians wanting to be comedians? What's with that fucking thing? Everybody talks about this. It's
I
a
don't
true
know.
thing.
It's weird,
Tim
'cause right
Heidecker is
now-
playing. Everybody's
Right now, I haven't really become. I've dabbled in both.
right.
I haven't really committed right now.
So yeah, which one tickles your
either
fancy
one.
most?
I literally, like I guess I'd be a bit of a creative whore in terms of like
Okay.
whichever one puts out first.
Oh, okay. That's a good way of putting it.
I'm just gonna go with that.
Right.
So if comedy happened and music happened, I wouldn't necessarily drop the other one, but I would turn my focus entirely to it. If I had
Okay.
just a
Well, I just
grain of
gotta say,
success, a grain of success.
yes, I gotta say, in Anxiety Boys, you are an absolute highlight throughout the whole show. It's a whole series, 6 episodes. Okay, I'll plug that. That's what this whole fucking this whole project is about.
fuck it, I'll plug
No Star Power is about it. He's in episode 5. I won't give it away, but he's a farmhand, and his name is Devin in real life. In the show, his name is Davin.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just remember writing. I'm like, I'm gonna have to come up with a name for Devin, and I just went, oh, let's just make it Davin for some stupid reason. Because you were enough not yourself,
Right.
that had to be different. Like
Right.
Andrew plays Andrew because he's basically being
right.
himself. Anyway, you were Davin. You kill it. It's so funny. You're one of the best parts of that whole episode. That's a banging episode. That's one of my favorite ones.
It's got a lot going on.
It's a very fun one. If I do say so myself. I mean, it was a team effort, right? Anyway, you got to check it out, guys. If you want to see Devin acting as Devin, go check out this stuff on Haunted Wi-Fi, because all the bigger projects are what Devin makes his way into.
Episode 5. That's all you'll see me on in Haunted Wi-Fi, I
Yeah.
believe.
No, I think Happy Sad Time too, right? We got through that earlier.
Happy Sad Time as well.
What else though? You've been in something else, no?
I don't think so.
Well, I'm gonna have to put out that sketch on Thursday. Then.
Yeah, I think you put out one of my videos at one point at the
yes,
the
but it was on the Instagram only.
Quarantine on Instagram.
Yes,
only.
you did a takeover for a day.
One day.
Well, you did.
It was a highlight of my
good.
life.
It was good. It was fun. Yeah. Haunted Wi-Fi, man. Ooh-wee, that was fun. That was a fucking fever dream during that time doing like Instagram videos for Haunted Wi-Fi during quarantine.
Oh man,
holy shit.
That's those were whack in a good way. I was like,
yeah.
what the hell? I don't know how you guys came up with some of that
Ben's
stuff.
dad's house.
Ben's
holy
dad's house.
shit.
That was a trip.
That was bizarre.
That was a good one.
Go check it out. Haunted Wi-Fi.
Let me throw it back. Let me throw it back to you.
Okay.
You've dabbled in comedy. You've dabbled in acting.
Okay.
Kind of the same thing.
Yes.
Like, would you ever give up comedy to pursue something else in the creative?
Something
realm?
else in the creative realm.
Comedy's the biggest.
I've thought about this. Okay, because I've been it's been a tough, couple years, right? And there have been a lot of, ups and downs, and on the downs, I have to admit, there are moments where I'm like, I want to fucking just stop. Because the thing is, when you are doing something and putting your all into something for so long, like it's been like 5 years now that I've been like, every time I hang out with my friends, I'm talking about it, I'm like obsessed, and people get annoyed.
Right.
People start to like move on in like ways, like all my friends have like girlfriends now. Some of them are like, I even know a guy's getting married. I'm 26. I mean, that's not that unusual, but you put a lot on hold. Like if you're doing it the way I'm doing it, but I think I'm just focusing heavily on this shit. Yeah. And that's just kind of how I have to do it personally, but everything's on hold. So it's not like I would give up because I'm like, I'm not good enough. Like I have days that I feel that way, but a lot of the time it's like a very practical, almost like, yo, I gotta like fucking go and get a job, which I'm doing now. I'm fucking applying for jobs and shit in my field, which feels like I'm giving up, but I can't let it be that way. Anyway, I'm going to therapy and we're working it out. It's great.
Hey,
it's fine.
Same here.
Yeah.
Not your therapist, I don't think.
I hope
unless you're in Brooklyn, Ontario.
She'll know a lot about you. She'll know all the darkest sides of you
Ontario,
if you have my same therapist.
I don't think so, but yeah, therapy. If I could just plug therapy.
Stop plugging stuff, dude. Click-through rate drops off at 30 minutes or whatever we're at. Ooh. Anyway, so to answer your question, because when I get asked a question, I will talk until you stop me, because I like to talk. But to answer your question, no, I wouldn't really go into anything else. You know what? I've started to wonder if maybe like hosting is something I could do, like being a personality, like radio.
Right.
And just as long as it's fun, like I can't go all this way and then do something I hate. You know what I mean? So it's like at least I'd hope I can get a job in something more fun than a 9-to-5, and I'll be grateful for that. But no, right now, man, like the people I respect in the world most are funny people. It's always been the way it is. I just love laughing. My dad, I get it from my dad. My dad fucking loves laughing, even when I can tell he's like, it's not really that funny, but he still just wants to. He's like, yeah, it's part of my life. Right. So it will always have to be like worked into something I do, and I feel like I gravitate towards it. So if that answers your question,
I hear that. Yeah, I don't think that, again, in terms of creating, music and comedy are a bit different. But like for comedy, like if I'm producing something, if someone was like make a YouTube channel or do this, like I have to put funny, or if I'm writing scripts, it has to be funny for me.
Yeah.
That's the only way I like to stay engaged. Like I can't see myself doing anything in that world.
Is it because when you get into a serious flow of like actually writing a serious thing, you like get awkward and need to make it fun? Is that what?
I get bored.
Yeah.
I get bored, or if it wasn't me going like, I find this funny as I'm writing it, it would be me questioning like, is this like thriller that I'm writing, like is it as deep as I think it is, or like, am I really hitting all the points of the, like trying to start a dialogue about this or that. Like with comedy, it's literally, I like writing a situational scene where it's like these two people are saying something so stupid that it's just at face value you're laughing at it. It's funny. And then the hope would be you get on set, and even if it's been like a busy day to get to that point with the crew and everything, you say action, and then all of a sudden everyone's just having a good time,
and it's just fun.
Now that's the dream.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Just to have a good old fun time.
Good, exactly. That's what's important.
If you're gonna put in a lot of work, like I want the main. Give me the meat.
Give me the ooh.
That's funny
yeah.
meat. I want the funny meat.
Okay. Okay.
Fulfilling potato.
The fulfilling potato.
But I like a fulfilling potato, but like the meat.
Where did you get that from? What is that? How did you come up with fulfilling potato?
I'm just saying, like, if this is my plate, we just got was it funny meat? Funny fucking like a big fucking steak.
Funny. Yeah. Okay.
Just like and what are you gonna pair with that? Like a fulfillment. Like, okay, there's a lot of work. I feel good about this. That's a little side potato.
And that's the fulfilling potato.
Fulfilling potato. And then, of course, you're going to get into some sort of greens, maybe beans or something. You get the green beans. And that's just going to be... is fulfilling and accomplishment the same thing? Probably. So let's not say...
I don't think so. Accomplishment could be a goal that you...
Fuck you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that was really
I'm not
strange.
done building my plate and you're already trying to jump in.
I was just trying to answer your question. What kind of...
I was taking my shoes off. They're back on.
And they're back on. You're about to leave.
Gone.
I can hear your
gone.
parents breathing from behind the door right there.
1 minute. Should probably be about 1 minute. Sorry, guys. This is just not going well.
This was
All I was trying to say was the beans were going to be...
accomplishment.
Something about
beans.
accomplishment. Probably I'll go with accomplishment.
Accomplishment greens. So thanks for watching, guys. That was no star power. The reason why it just suddenly fucking cuts to me doing a send-off is because the camera just kind of stopped rolling. And that's okay, because I'm fucking this close to losing it, and I need a drink. But guys, that was fun. I think it cut off at a fine time. The rest of it was recorded on audio, so if you wanted to listen to it, there's an extended version on Spotify where you can find all the other episodes. And on Thursdays, I have a sketch that always comes out. So if you're a new subscriber, that's how this works. And then these usually drop on Tuesdays. And you know what? The sketch sometimes comes out on a fucking Friday or a Saturday or something like that. But it's always every week, I promise, okay? Unless I go off for vacation like last week when I didn't post anything. But I told you about it.
You did.
I did.
I watched it. I get it.
Yep. This was fun, Devin.
This was a good time.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
I can't wait to get back into this chair again. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
So to do one is great for me.
Yeah.
I like to hear myself talk, and this makes me feel important because when I go out this door, can't say I feel as important.
No, as when we're in front of
the wide world. So
yeah, it's nice.
This is good to me. This is good for me. I feel good.
All right. And
I don't want to end it.
Anything you want to say about it?
Hey guys, so I have an Instagram. It's Devin Calow, and I have a YouTube. It's also Devin Calow.
Except he needs to post more on the YouTube channel because we were just having a conversation about that actually, and I was like, dude, start posting. Not even weekly, like not even monthly. Just
I won't be
start
posting
thinking about
weekly.
posting sketches.
I will not be posting weekly.
No.
Find me literally my name on all platforms.
Devin
if you want to
Calow.
Snapchat me, go for it. I don't really give a shit.
You want that?
No, I don't. Retract. Well, I don't really give a shit. I don't even download. I barely use the app.
Okay.
Devin Calow on all platforms.
That's enough.
If you want me, you got me. And I can't wait to see you and chat with you all. And maybe
what?
Find love. I don't know. Okay, dude. I don't know.
You're doing this for the wrong reasons. Okay. Immediately, I'm seeing a flaw in your desire
if I
to be
can't find a wife, I'm hoping
listened
to
to.
get rich.
Oh God, you have bad values. You have just
all I give a
awful,
shit about.
toxic values.
That would change everything for me. That would change everything for me.
Okay. Well, now we all know that Devin is lost.
I never watched that movie or show.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for listening, guys. It's been fun. This is Devin.
Thank you so much.
I'm Ben.
I'm Devin. That's Ben.